Hi guys, so I'm at my neighborhood tire shop. The 525 is coming in for a new set of shoes. So this is the first tire change of this car since I bought it. If you remember, when I first got this car, it came with a set of 18-inch wheels, which I took out and sold, and I swapped in the existing set of tires that came with my silver car, with the 520i. Now that set of tires, okay, initially when I had, that car, it was on GT tires. If you go back to Evo Enduro 2019, my 520i was on GT tires because that was a sponsored set of tires, right? Okay, no, actually, to go back, when I first bought that 520i, we had I had put in a set of Continental MC6 tires. Then came Evo Enduro 2019 GT tires, sponsored me a set of GT Sport S1s. And actually I wanted 235 45 17s. That's the factory recommended size for the E39, but GT didn't have that size, so end up I had to settle for 225 45 17s all around. And yeah, so we took that set, went for an Evo Enduro. Very good tires actually. In fact, when I went from the MC6 to the GT Sport S1, I felt that there was no sacrifice in performance, but I gained in terms of quietness. The GT tires, if nothing, were extremely quiet. But of course there were no PS4s like in terms of grip and outright sheer grip and handling. Now then came, I think, early 2020. I was driving the car on the highway, and I developed a puncture, right? And what happened was that I realized the puncture too late, and the tire was one tire was badly damaged. So ended up I had to change that tire. All right, I have to change. Well, I changed a pair of tires so I changed a pair of PS4s of the same size, that 225 45 17s. Then later on, when I bought this car, I got a new set of 235 45 17s for that 520i, and this car is now sitting on 225 45 17s that are coming out. Now my default choice when it comes to tires for many years have been the Michelin Pilot Sport series, even beginning with the Waja, the Persona. I've been using the PS3s. Then when I changed to the E39, well, Bobby sponsored me a set of MC6. Then after the GT sponsored me the S1s. Then after, when it came my turn to buy my own tires, I went with the PS4. Even with the S-Max, I've also very steadfastly stuck with Michelin's. I've chosen Primacy because the S-Max's size of 235 55 17s, you don't get a lot of choice with performance tires. So anyways, the current set on this car is time to change. And well, I made a cost-driven decision this time. I asked, what is the price of a PS4 for this size? They say, well, PS5. Okay, to start with, I know a lot of you will say, what about PS5? PS5, they don't have 235 45 17, so I'm stuck with PS4. PS4, one piece PS4 for 235 45 17, over 700 ringgit. So I decided, for the first time, all right, I think in many years, okay, since the days I've driven the Waja, I've decided to go with not Michelin tire. I am going for these, the Bridgestone RE004. So getting them 235 45 17 per piece. One of these is over 200 ringgit cheaper per piece versus the PS4. So no contest lah. All right, from a cost perspective, no contest. And here are my old tires. See, GTs gone already lah. This is due for a change. The PS4s are still in usable shape. 225 45 17s. This is a pretty common size standard for F30s and whatnot. So I'm actually putting these two pieces in the used market. So I'm going to list them on Facebook Marketplace. If any of you guys are looking for a pair of used low mileage Michelin PS4 tires, you can ping me up. Alright, so got the new tires onto the car. Now, because I'm so used to seeing this car on the 225s, right? Now with the 235, somehow, well, because 235 45, right, of course the tire is wider, and because 45 here represents 45% of 235 millimeters as opposed to 45% of 225 millimeters, somehow these new tires look like they are filling the wheel arches better. The difference really looks more pronounced when you see it in person rather than on the camera, right? But yeah, the overall proportion wise, you know, the tires just now look and feel more substantial, right, than before. So the tire shop now has wrapped up my two old PS4s, 225 45 17s. Alright, putting them back in. They're still in good condition. So guys, hit me up with an offer. They are available for sale. I'm flashing the mileage records of the tires on the screen right now in terms of the 喺邊喺嗰度啦，中間嗰度啊，真係有。OK 啦，唔該晒 ，thank you 啊 ，thank you。Alright, so yeah. So got these new tires in, and I'm gonna just drive them around for a while and see what they are like. So right now I have two E39s, one on Michelin PS4s, another one on Bridgestone Potenza RE004s. So it'll be a good long-term assessment to evaluate the relative performance of these two tires against each other.
When I switched to Pro mileage, in my case, I got 46-47% of savings for that car.
Pro mileage was the only one that gave me 5,000 extra value to cover, yet still cheaper, a lot less. Turn up!
Alright guys, so I'm on the Karak Highway, and well, this is my second weekend drive with these RE004. So I'm just going to, along my way up, give you guys some driving commentary on these new tires and compare their relative performance based on my recollection of how the PS4s behave. So I'm passing the first guardhouse going up Genting. Alright, approaching the first corner. Now, the turn-in is pretty good, pretty decent. At this point, in this use, it's still pretty okay, pretty good, usable in relation with the PS4. Alright, so now coming up this bend, turn, still good. Okay, now comes into my favorite stretch. This is the stretch that really tests the handling of your car, because right here, right, power is no longer in the equation. And here is where this is the stretch that gave me the realization that as good as the RE004 has been in daily driving, this is where the PS4 still shows its superiority, because this is where, in certain instances, when I was expecting the tires to pull me back, you know, past the apex, I was still dealing with understeer. So if you were to ask me, what do I feel about the RE004 tires? Well, they are alright. They are good value tires. I mean, I did save $200 per tire, but ultimately, right, it really is 80% the performance of the PS4 at 60% of the price. Okay guys, so if you're a football fan just like I am, you have a chance to win yourself an all expenses paid trip to watch an English Premier League game live in the UK with every purchase of Castrol Magnatec and Castrol lubricants. You also get an additional 25 ringgit credited into your Touch and Go e-wallet. So pick up your bottle of Castrol Edge or Castrol Magnatec today and stand a chance to win an experience of a lifetime watching an English Premier League game live in the UK.